A lot of the time when I tell people they should start a YouTube channel, the first thing they say to me is, nah, it's not for me. What would I even talk about? I wish I could get across that there are so many benefits to starting a YouTube channel, and I really truly believe that everyone should do it. Everyone. I tell my mum to do it, I tell my friends to do it, I tell strangers that I meet they should do it, and let me explain to you why. Number one is that it's one of the easiest businesses to start in the world. All you need is a phone, which I would say we all have, and a little bit of time, and just you put your phone down, you press record, and you just talk to the camera. The biggest pushback I always get is, I just hate talking to the camera. I feel embarrassed. And I agree with you. I'm also embarrassed right now. I'm sitting outside a coffee shop while you guys are watching me, and I'm pointing this stupid camera at myself and I'm talking to it. So yeah, I'm also embarrassed. But the more you do it, the easier it gets. And I feel like the more that you talk with the camera, the more you'll be able to naturally get your ideas across without stressing and without mumbling. One thing that I've noticed is if you watch my earlier videos, you can tell how uncomfortable I am when I talk by how high my eyebrows get and by all the lines on my forehead. So the higher my eyebrows are and the more lines that show up on my forehead, the more embarrassed I am to talk into the camera. And the lower that my eyebrows get and the flatter the lines on my forehead, usually is the times when I'm the most comfortable about what I'm talking about. The second reason that I think that everybody should start a YouTube channel is that we are all experts about something, you know? A lot of people think, oh, I can't start a channel because no one would be interested in my life or no one would be interested in what I have to say. But I really don't believe that's true. We are all fascinated by something, whether that be things like I am, you know, finding cool hipster coffee shops. If I started a channel only about hipster coffee shops, there would also be millions of other people that would watch that who are also interested in hipster coffee shops. Just because you're not interested in it doesn't mean other people won't be interested in. But if you have a fascination about something, you can bet there are millions of other people somewhere in the world that are also interested in that topic. It's just about making enough content that they can eventually find you. So the test that I usually use is I say to people, imagine that you had to give a talk for 1 hour about any topic. So it's up to you, but you're going to get in front of a room of people and just talk for 1 hour non-stop without any preparation, without any notes. What is that one topic that you could talk non-stop about? And I promise you, we all have something. If you really think about it, if you think about the things that you consume on Instagram, think about the content that you consume on YouTube. Those are the things that you're pulled towards. Those are the pieces of content that interest you and that you probably could talk about. For instance, if I had to give a talk for 1 hour right now, I mean, I would just talk about Arsenal Football Club 1997 to 2002. Back when I knew every single footballer, every stat that they had, every game they played, every goal they scored, you know, that kind of information is emblazoned in my mind. Now, whether you would find that interesting or not is another question, but I'm sure there would be an audience out there obsessed with the same topic as I am. The third reason that I would start a YouTube channel, or that I would encourage people to start a YouTube channel, is just for the growth. You know, it's nice to do something that you suck at. It's nice to do something that's uncomfortable and to slowly see your evolution over time and grow until it becomes easy. For example, I'm currently trying to learn Japanese, and one option would be to just go to a Japanese school, study, learn, and you know, that might take me a year or two before I become proficient. Or another way would be is as I'm learning, even if I just learned my first 10 words or 10 sentences, is then to teach those 10 sentences that I've just learned on YouTube in a new YouTube channel like Learning Japanese with Javi. And that process of me teaching even the small amount that I've just learned would help me learn it better. Not only that, it's a fantastic way to attract an audience of like-minded people. So the kind of people that would watch my videos would also be like-minded people who want to learn Japanese from around the world, which would then mean, you know, you are building a community of like-minded people. It's also a fantastic resource if you already have a business, especially if you're an independent business, so you work for yourself or you have your own little private company. For instance, if you run a company where you wallpaper the walls of you know, interiors. So all you do is your company is you're the wallpaper guy, and you're thinking, oh, how can I find new business? Many people would create ads and put it on Google, but I would argue that probably your best return on investment would be something like creating a YouTube channel and just documenting the process, teaching people about different types of wallpaper, as well as showing befores and afters, just documenting your day-to-day life, going to a new property, showing how it looks, what is the situation currently, what does the client want from you, what are the challenges, how you're going to overcome these challenges, and then the great reveal at the end, showing how wonderfully you've wallpapered the apartment. And I would argue by doing a channel like that, as niche as it seems, who would want to watch the process of an apartment being wallpapered, never mind 100 apartments being wallpapered in many different ways? But I bet you there are. Some people would watch it. And those people looking to get their apartment wallpapered, I don't think I've ever said the word wallpapered so much in my life, would then find your channel and book you. So it's a fantastic way to get leads. It's just create content about your business. And it doesn't have to just be the highs. You could be a gym owner and just document the daily struggles of running a gym, the side of the gym running that people don't see, the taxes you've got to pay, the broken machines you've got to deal with, the electrical failures, the staff that don't show up, and how you resolve these issues. And just that way you build a community around your gym. And communities are the most important thing, which can then also lead to monetization. And then speaking about monetization, of course, the main reason that most people think about starting a YouTube channel is for the money. And the thing is, I probably would put that near the bottom of the reasons why, but it's still a very good reason. Because number one, it takes quite a while before you'll get monetized. Unless you're very lucky, of course. I would say maybe 100 videos you'd have to make to then get your 1,000 subscribers plus 4,000 watch hours that you need to start getting paid from AdSense. But once you do get that, even the money you will get from monetization will be very small. You'll be drip fed maybe $5 a day, $10 a day. Maybe eventually you could work that up to $50 or $100 a day, which would be fantastic, right? You can continue to make your videos. For instance, if my videos were all about me going around Japan trying all the different ramen in Japan, maybe that $5 a day or $10 a day wouldn't change my life, but what it would do is it could pay for those bowls of ramen. So I would basically be getting paid by YouTube to go and make the next videos. You make this stuff once and the revenue is recurring for basically the rest of your life, or the rest of the life of the video. If you make a video that is evergreen and people are still watching it 7 years later, you'll still be making the income from that. For example, a language video, like I told you, if I start to teach Japanese online, Japanese will not change. The way I say I am Javi, watashi wa Javi desu, is not going to change in 10 years or 20 years. You will still say it in the same way. Therefore, me teaching someone how to say that is evergreen content. They're not going to say, oh, look at this video, it's already 10 years old, let me find a new video. No, they will still watch my video of me teaching them basic Japanese in 10 years as they do today when it's fresh. So it really is amazing. You do the work once and you get paid pretty much forever, which for me is a much better option than swapping my time for money behind a desk. Another reason that I would start a YouTube channel now is that if you don't start now, you will wish you did. If I think back to the last 10 years of my life and how much stuff I've done, how many cool places I've been, how many cool people that I've met, how many adventures I've had, climbing volcanoes, down canyons, rafting in the rivers, and living in a favela for 2 weeks in Brazil, and renting my own tuk-tuk for 2 weeks and driving through Sri Lanka and almost being eaten by an elephant. These are adventures that would have been amazing if I'd documented at the time on YouTube. And not only that, like I said, I would have been making recurring revenue even today from those videos. But, I always said to myself, I should have started earlier. But there's an old saying, the best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. So either start today or you'll be saying this again for the next 10 years. And don't worry about the metrics. Don't look at how many subscribers you have, how many views you have. Just make 100 videos first. The process of making 100 videos will refine your skills, will help you create your voice and make you understand what kind of videos you want to make. I'm still figuring that out myself. I started by just documenting my life in Monkiara, and then now I'm living in Japan and making completely different types of videos, and maybe I will start making videos trying to show you guys how I can afford to live this lifestyle, because obviously, as you can see, it's not behind a desk. Who knows, this might turn into a finance channel. But currently I'm just using it kind of like as my diary, just to document my lifestyle, my thoughts, my opinions. And like I say, try to just build a community of like-minded people. And I think that is almost just as valuable as the views or the money or the subscriptions. Having said that, we are almost at 1,000 subscribers, guys. So I need your help. Come on. We need another 50 subscribers to get to 1,000. Then I will never ask you to subscribe again. But what I will do is use all the monetization money to buy my coffees. Last month was the first month that I made any money from YouTube. For last month, even though I haven't hit the 1,000 subscribers yet, what I am able to do is get like super likes, which are like gifts that people can donate to your channel. And I managed to get £5 in donations from a couple of subscribers, which was very nice of them. Thank you very much. You guys know who you are. And yeah, so my first ever income from YouTube, 57 videos down and £5 in the bank. But I'm really excited to see, once we do hit that 1,000 subscribers and the monetization does roll in, just how much it amounts to. And of course, I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. I'm going to show you all the stats, all the figures, because I want you guys to see as well that, you know, these little bits of money, how they can compound. I'm not interested in this money for today. I'm interested in how this can compound for the next 10 years. And to see in 10 years what can become of this YouTube journey. Anyway, guys, that's it enough for today. I've rambled enough, but I think my final message is just start. Make a YouTube channel, figure out what it is that you want to talk about. Even if you don't know what it is you want to talk about, you are an expert on your own life, and your life is very unique. No one has lived your experiences, has your upbringing, has your opinions, your thoughts, your lifestyle. So I think by sharing it, it's very valuable for others. And like I say, maybe you will find your community through YouTube. So until the next video, please subscribe. Let's get to 1,000, and I will see you soon. Peace.